before we move to the next segment, can I have everyone stretch out your right hand? We just try something else. Stretch out your right hand and follow the instruction, okay? Turn your right hand facing the ceiling. First finger and your thumb put together. Can I? All can do this, right? And then put it at your chin. Yeah, I said chin, right? How come you all put it at your cheek as well? Okay, so what was the point of this? The point of this is that for all of us, this, I said chin, ma? This is how much we use our eyes to do everything in life, right? What happened if you were to close your eyes and you realize you can't open it and you can't see anymore? And this is a reality for a lot of us, especially in Singapore. We look at computer screen all day. I'm one of them. I look at computer screen 12 hours, 14 hours a day, and I don't take care of my eyes. And that's something that's not very good. So today we have here our guest speaker, Ken Tong. He's the CEO and founder of eyesight.sg. He's got 4 shops with 13 years of experience. Oh, never off handphone. Anyway, Ken has 4 shops, 13 years of experience, and he says, I care because I care. And what he likes to do is he likes to share about eye care. He loves to contribute overseas and locally, and he gives eye care for the less fortunate. So to help us with our eye care and tell us how to take care of it so much better, let's welcome Ken.
That's a very, very kind introduction. I'm really happy to be here today. Good morning, guys. Morning. Okay, hi, Veronica. Thank you. Congrats again. It was a really, really insightful sharing that you had. It's wonderful. I think a lot of times when we speak with a lot of passion and from our heart. It's because what we believe and how we want to help others. I think that's when the whole energy comes in. If it's really for just yourself or even family, if it's a community, if it's a whole nation level and others, the less fortunate that you want to help, I think that the energy is insatiable. You cannot finish that kind of passion and that kind of energy. All right, I'll move on to my subject matter. My name is Ken again. I'm very, very honored to be here. Thanks, Veronica, for inviting me to speak to you guys. So I have 4 shops in Singapore. You can add me on LinkedIn. I don't want to talk too much about myself, but let's start. Okay, I graduated from Singapore Poly with a diploma in optometry. Then I move on to do my degree in Salus University, based in US, Pennsylvania. So what is an optometrist? Right? We always go to the optical shop. You see someone that fits your glasses. You see someone that adjusts your frames. So most of the time, those are the opticians. Okay, optometrist is this. We do more eye checks, we do contact lenses, and we can diagnose eye conditions such as glaucoma, cataract, diabetic retinopathy, and things go on, so on and so forth. So we help to manage. If you talk about UK and US and even in Australia, all right, if you have a conjunctivitis, you go to an optometry straight. Right, but in Singapore, we are just blessed because the ratio for ophthalmologists, okay, which is the eye doctor, to Singapore population is very healthy. We are just blessed. For those Western countries where the geographically is so challenged, they have to travel across towns just to see an eye specialist, right? And they have to wait probably a few months just to get an appointment. So if over there, the optometrists are able to prescribe drugs. They are able to give medical leaves and things like that. So that's the difference between optician, which is these guys. I mean, these guys are very skillful. We can do that as well. Optometrists, again, we do the glasses, contact lenses, and diagnosis of condition. We can also manage some of the basic and the safe ones. All right. And then the eye specialist, which is an ophthalmologist. These are the guys that do your cataract surgery. They are the ones that do your Lasik. They are the ones that prescribe drugs. But bear in mind, in Western countries again, the optometrists can also prescribe. I'm trained in pharmacology, so we also know what's going on when the doctor prescribes you this and that. All right. So these 3 things are something that I want to share with you. All right, I can talk until like 5 p.m. but I just want to touch about 3 points. Okay, the first thing is about what's an optometrist. You already know what's that. The second is about all the tips and insights about our eyes and how we can better take care, and what's in a real eye examination. Okay, let me move on proper. So this is our eye anatomy. This is a side view of our eyes, right? So every time they say samot, right? We got they have cataract, 白内障, all right? Cataract, this part here. This is the front part. It's due to the oxidation, all right, due to UV. So that's why, Veronica is always talking about antioxidant and talking about alkaline, all this, because it really helps with the cataract progression, slowing down the progression of cataract. bear in mind, in Singapore, right, we are a tropical country. It's summer all year long. We need to put on sunglasses. We need to bring a brolly. We need to bring a cap when we move around. If you go to Western countries, have you guys seen, like, if you go to the, if you go to UK and Australia, everybody in summer, they just put on their sunglasses. All right, only in summer, even other times when I travel, right, you see, right, people, once they're on the street, they put on their sunglasses, but I don't understand why Singapore don't have, right? Yes. It is, sunglasses, they are not an accessory anymore. It is a necessity, all right, as much as how we should take care, and that is preventive, as according to what Veronica, so when he was talking, I was just nodding my head, yeah. I was just agreeing to everything that she said. Because most importantly, what we need to do is to really prevent and to take care of our well-being. And for me, it's really about the eye, right? So SAMOD again is oxidation of our lens. That's why it becomes thick. So the doctors will only look at 3 things when they want to remove. Okay, number 1, it must affect the lifestyle. Every time people come to my shop, say, hey, Ken, check my eyes, whether got SAMOD, I want to go for it. No, you can't just simply go like that. It has to affect the lifestyle. Take note, I didn't say vision. It has to be affecting the lifestyle. Okay, number 2, okay, if the cataract is thick enough, they will block off this part here, the drainage system. It will cause another problem called glaucoma, 青光眼. Have you heard about it? 青光眼 glaucoma. So later on, I'll touch a bit about the therapeutic eye mask that Veronica has to offer and how it can help. Okay, that is very essential. Okay, and the third thing is, sometimes if I say the cataract, if it's thick enough, it can block off the block off the drainage system and then cause glaucoma. The third thing is, let's say if the doctor want to see the retina, the 后面视网膜, the retina, the back part of the eye that processes all your visual information, and they can't see from the front. Bear in mind, this is the part where we put our contact lenses. Okay, this is the pupil, this is the lens. So the doctor will only do your removal surgery in 3 factors. Number 1, affecting lifestyle. Number 2 is thick enough that can cause another problem. And number 3 is blocking the view of what the doctor is trying to see at the back. Okay, so I mean, the best way is to prevent again. So that you see sunglasses, all your antioxidant, your alkaline water, all these are very, very key. So this is has anyone seen floaters? Even I myself, I'm only 30 plus, but floaters, you know, that whimsy little thing that moves around, right? Yeah, okay. So what is it caused by? Okay, you see our eye, again, is made up of the vitreous humor. So the vitreous humor is actually made of water, almost water, right? 78, 80, 85%. So as we, cannot say old, as we mature, okay? As we mature, you can say, oh, people, not me, okay? As we mature, our water, right, it becomes coagulated. It becomes more like jelly. It becomes more like jelly. So this jelly is all around, it's all around here, right? So when you move to your left, you think you'll to your left, right? You'll float around. It's like a bee, it's like a fly thing. Sometimes it's a dot, sometimes it's a line, yeah? So that is coagulation. If you don't see more than 5 or 10, you are fine. Cannot see more than 5 or 10. And especially if, let's say, if you see a lot suddenly, if you suddenly see a lot and there's also accompanied with flashes, that means got teng, got liang like that, but there's no light, okay? You have to go to the A&E. I repeat, 2 things are suddenly you see a lot of flashes, a lot of floaters, and then it's accompanied by flashes, and then especially when your degree is very, very high, that means you're very highly myopic. You need to go to the A&E straight, and it doesn't go away within seconds. That means a few minutes later, it's still there. That is a sign of a detachment, be it vitreous or retinal. So I'm here to share about these tips so that you know and you learn. Sometimes if you just see for a while, especially in a white background when it's bright, 2 or 3, it's fine. I see it even. All right, so that's definitely okay. All right, it's normal. It's normal to see just 2 or 3. But again, if it's a lot, there's flashes and you're high myopic, please. Don't. Okay, a lot of, you are Asian, right? You always have Panadol, just some painkillers and go and sleep. If you sleep, the next day you wake up, you open your eye, but you never open your eye. Oh, you know how scary is that? That means all detached really. Because the gravitational pull, right? If you sleep at the wrong position. So please bear in mind, 3 things are flashes, a lot, okay, flashes, a lot of floaters suddenly, and it doesn't go away. And especially if you're highly myopic, you just go for a bungee jump or a badminton racket hit you, then you see a lot, please go to the A&E, accident and emergency. All right? So just touch point again, the cataract thing when I talked about earlier, this is where, just now earlier this was clear, and you realize that this is a bit more blocked up. This is what cataract is about, okay? So what is meant by 6'6"? You know, every time we go to an eye, to the screening, you say, hey, your vision is 6'9", your vision is 6'12". What? Jialat, 6'12", what does it mean? Okay, let's read this together. Never mind, I'll read for you. Okay, so Peter can see letter A from 6 meters, where I am, for example. John can see from 60 meters all the way to the end. All right, both can see A. So who has better vision? John, right? The guy that can see all the way to the end. So when that happens, Peter, who I'm standing here 6 meters, is 660. John, the guy at the back who can see the letter A over here, is 6'6". So this is what it means. It is a relative of the distance, and then the smaller the number at the back, the better your vision. Okay? Can? You want not a bit? If not, I don't know whether you're can. Okay. Yeah, if you can understand. One more time. John is standing behind. Peter stand here. Only these two guys can see the letter A. So the guy at the back can see better lah. That's for sure. But does that mean you have 6'6" means your perfect vision? It's not true, yeah? Okay? 6'6" just means that you can see as good as your peers. Right? You can see as good as another person. If you have 6'4.5", that's lucky better. Okay? 6'4.5 is smaller. So 6'4.5 is even better than 6'5". Alright? Why 6'6"? Why is 20/20? Because this is in metric. 6/6 is in meters. 20/20 is in feet, right? 20 feet is 6 meters, right? 20/20 in US and some of the China context, right? So this is what it means. So let me explain to you a bit about science, right? Last time secondary school we learned, yeah? Okay? So the front part, when we say short-sighted 近视, short-sighted myopia, what does it mean? Okay, it means that the light is supposed to fall on the retina, but it's falling too short. It's falling in front. Okay? So we need a concave lens, 凹镜, concave lens, to bring the focus point to the back. It's too short, ma. It's supposed to be on the retina, but it's here now. It's not on the retina here. Can you see my laser pointer here? Supposed to be here, but it's here. Too short. This is the correct one, here. But it's here too short. We put a concave lens, bring it to the back. Can see. Okay? So what is long-sighted? You realize this is myopia. This is hyperopia, long-sighted. Long-sighted means opposite lah, too long. Okay? Here, but at the back. What? Cross over already. So what happens, we need to put a convex lens. This is a concave lens, if you can see, it's not the clearest, but this is a convex lens, 凹镜. 一个是凸镜, 一个是凹镜. Sorry people who bear with me, so I just want to let you understand more. So this brings it to the front. One brings it to the back, one brings it to the front. Whether is it 近视 or 远视. Okay, so far can, not a bit, okay, okay. I don't know whether you are sleeping or what, okay, I'm very worried. Then what is 散光? 散光, astigmatism. A lot of times when I come to my shop, Ken, I got 散光, when I look at night, I drive up, the light disperse, 散光. What does it mean? Everybody just raise your left hand. Raise your left hand. Cover your left eye. Cover your left eye. So if you see some dark lines, you have 散光. If you see all lines are equal, that's good for you. Dark lines, some lines appear to be darker than the rest. Dark lines good. That means you have no 散光. You see what, Veronica? This is the ambassador of what she's doing every day. No 散光 for her. Congratulations. If you don't see any lines that are darker, then now you change to your right eye. Cover your right eye now. Yeah, if you wear glasses, you're not supposed to see. If you see, that means you can come and go and see an optometrist also. Okay? So if you see certain lines that are darker than the rest, that means you have 散光. This is just a very simple test. This is called a fan chart. Okay, this is the test 散光. So what is 散光 caused by? 散光 is caused by the irregularity of our cornea. Cornea is where the black part is, where we put our contact lenses. So it's the irregularity causing multiple conversion point. Multiple. That's why people with 散光 and people with 近视, one with astig, one with short-sightedness, they say different things. If I have 200, one person will say, oh, Ken, when I see there, it's all blur. This is a myopia guy. Cannot see. But another person who has 散光, when he covers his eye, he say, Ken, I can see, but there's a slight shadow. Because of the multiple conversion point, there's some parts that is still clear. The other parts is that, there's a little fainting at the back. That is astig. So they complain different things. The one with 近视, okay, short-sightedness, myopia, they will say it's a blur. Because the light is not even converging on the retina. But 散光, you see a shadow because some light at some orientation still focus on the retina. So that is astig. Alright? And it's very much detected when it's at night. Why? Because when it's nighttime, when we shine a pupil at you, your pupil will constrict. It becomes small, right? If I shine a bright light. When it's nighttime, because we are human, right? Nighttime, physiologically, our pupils will dilate. More light go in because we need to see more at night. That's when there's more light, there's more multiple, there's even more convergent point, you get more 闪光 at night. That's why you notice your astigmatism more at night. Okay, can Okay, let's move on. Then what's the difference between 远视 and 老花? Okay, pardon my Chinese. 老花 is pressed. Very good. Okay, there is a difference. Okay, that's why a lot of people say, hey, my 8-year-old boy, he got 老花 leh. The optician say, no, how can he be 老花? You cannot say 老花. Okay, who is 40 and above? Okay, don't raise your hand. Nobody will raise your hand. Okay. So 远视 and 老花, they are the same thing in terms of optics. They fall behind, too long. Okay, but 老花 has to be because you are mature. Okay, it has to be beyond 40 years old. If you go to your workplace, or you can see your handphone, you're using an iPhone 6 Plus, then your WhatsApp message only got 3 lines. That means you put your font very big. Okay? Or you put when you go to your office, you look at your colleague's screen, wow, their font, normally 12, they put like 36 like that, just to look at the Microsoft Word. Okay, you know that the person has 老花. Okay, what does 老花mean? It's because of our muscles. The muscles are just not so active anymore. Like last time I run 2.4, I can go below 10. Below 10 minutes, but now it's like, the muscle bolat, Okay, so the muscles, it's because of the activeness of our muscle inside our eye. To put it in very simple form, they cannot see very close. Last time we can see, wow, you can see, also can, right? But now we got to look for the light, must magnify, must go and ask, take picture and zoom in, all these things start coming already. Yeah? So that is 老花. It has to come beyond 40 years old. It has to be beyond 40 years old. It's due to the muscles again. Right? So that is presbyopia for you. Okay, so this is cataract. Remember just now we talked about optics. So when your amma, auntie or mother, they cannot see you, come closer to see you, they really cannot see because they got cataract. Everybody, once they reach a certain age, they have cataract. Confirm. If you live up to 120 years old, you confirm will have cataract because it's oxidation. But it's about prevention again. And every individual, our genetics and everything is different. So some people need to kuat more. Okay, to go for a cataract surgery. Some people don't have to. Okay, Ken? Alright, so what is lazy eye? Oh, another good question. Ken, every time I see this eye blur. My degree here 500, here 300. I got lazy eye here. Is it true? No. Okay, that's not lazy eye. The real definition of lazy eye means no matter what power I put into one eye, 200, 500, 1000, you still can't see as good as the other eye. Okay, that means it cannot be corrected. That is the real definition of lazy eye. So why is it that the Singapore, HPB, they are bringing so many nurses and staff nurse and senior nurse to go to the primary school to do a check? Because you don't want the students to develop amblyopia, which is lazy eye. Okay, what happens when you have, for example, okay, you can hear me, So this eye is 0 degree. This eye is 200 degree. Okay, so the human eye again, this eye, right? You automatically use the right eye to see because it's 0 degree, you can see very clearly. The left eye, it will drift out because it's blurred. 200 degrees, if you don't wear glasses, it's blurred, right? So what happens when you drift out? When you drift out the left eye, which is the one that needs glasses but it's not using glasses, and it's maintained like that forever, you never do patching. You never do patching to patch the good eye so that you force the bad eye to see. Yeah? Okay, and you wear glasses, this eye will develop into a lazy eye. Okay, because it's never exposed to good vision to begin with. So that's why, when I went to Batam to do my overseas, there's this handsome young man, 18 years old, 2 weeks, upon wearing his glasses, broke already. Then the mother say, no need to do lah. You 2 weeks, you very fast spoil one. So this fella, 200 degree on left eye, all the way until he's 18 now, he developed into a squint. The left eye literally moved left because he has never been exposed. So if you are in Singapore, don't start patching your children anyhow, okay? If you have 0 degree and 200, what the doctor will do is to patch the good eye and force the bad eye to see with glasses. You cannot see with glasses, so the left eye will always be then you don't pia. Okay? So you have to wear glasses, patching, and they always do 4 hours a day. Alright, and intermittent, 20 minutes interval. If you are okay, so encourage your grandchildren, your children, your nephew, your niece, whoever to need to do patching, do that because children they are very kawaii, they want to take out and everything. Please encourage them. Please encourage them, reward them if they do that, because it's for their own good. Okay, so that is the real definition of lazy eye. Then you become very handsome lah. Like this, Justin Bieber like that, Okay, or like me. No, just kidding. Okay. So what is this guy? This is caused by contact lens. Okay, this is the part where when we were young, we had to play hantu, right? Because we just flip our, we flip our eyelid. Okay, so this is what I do in my clinic every day. I flip eyelids. Okay, no, just kidding. Okay, this is caused by contact lenses. You see, there's a little bit of roughness. Yeah. Okay, this is what happens, when you ask you to wash your lenses, you don't wash. Okay, 1 month lens you wear 3 months, 1 day one you wear 5 days. Then you don't clean, you don't change your contact lens solution, you don't use just saline, you don't rub. What happens here? This is a papillary conjunctiva. So what happens is when you blink, right? Okay, you will actually have rub the contact lens surface. If the contact lens, you see our tears have oil, our tears have protein, right? If you don't clean your contact lens thoroughly, all this will get trapped on your contact lens surface. Then when you rub, when you keep blinking, of course every day you must blink, right? Then you have this roughness. Okay, because there are a lot of protein and oil. They are not it's almost scratches, it's just roughness because of the fact that the surface of the lenses is not smooth. Okay, this is what happens. This is contact lens induced, so you got to rub and clean. It becomes red, it becomes swollen, there's inflammatory. Inflammatory, there are 5 signs, red, swollen, pus and everything. Yeah, so this is what happens. So the best is still dailies. Dailies, I mean every day you throw. In Japan, 70% of the people who wear contact lenses, they all wear dailies. Japan people, Japanese, they are very, clean and everything. So this is, it says no rub here. No need to rub, please rub lah. Okay, if you don't rub, you don't rub. If you go to the pharmacy, sometimes if you buy the contact lens solution, they will give you those that easy rub or no need to rub. You know why? They want to bluff you. They say no rub. Because why? They want you to make it easy, like in the morning you don't have to rub, you will buy it. Because the marketing gimmick, easier to use, right? So no rub, but you don't really rub, then you got obakak lah. Okay? You still have to rub. So what I'm trying to say here is, even though it says no rub, but please rub. Okay? They are just trying to make you buy their products to say that it's more convenient. Okay? But please rub. Okay? I have a little story to share about this. Okay? This is a protein removal tablet. Remember just now I mentioned that our tears have some protein. People who wear contact lenses, yeah, they have proteins and everything. So normally put inside the contact lens case. So last time when I was still starting out, I was working in the north area, Woodlands there. So an auntie came to my shop. Hey boy, can I get the blue color box, the protein removal? I said, okay, auntie, can I know what brand you're using so that I can see what is recommended? You know what she said? Bosch and Lomb. Okay, and I said, okay, if that's the case, I think the green one is better because they are the same brand. It's more compatible. You know what she say? The green one don't want very bitter. I was like, huh? Auntie, what you mean very bitter? Yeah lah, don't want very bitter. I eat already, very hard to swallow, very bitter. I was like, oh my goodness. I said, auntie, what do you mean? Okay, we sit down. Okay, so I talked to her, I shared with her. I said, auntie, this is protein removal. I know it's tablet, okay, but you cannot eat. You're supposed to put it inside the lens case so that it dissolves the protein on the contact lens so that you can wear it, it's more comfortable. Yeah, huh? Really? So I follow up with her 2 weeks later. I follow up with her 1 month later. Then end of 1 month, I know that she's fine because I wanted to see if I need to refer her. But she was okay. So end of the day, I really take myself, I can't want her, auntie, how many boxes you eat? She said 1. I said, wah, heng. Only 1. Okay? So that's not that bad. But I mean, this is as much as there's a lot of funny and humor in it, this is what is happening. Like secondary school children, wow, you wear the contact lens, the color very nice. They go toilet and swap. Toilet, No, I mean, that's what they do. It's true, it's very true. Yeah, use that water, clean. Hey, what quality? They don't Hokkien now. They say, hey, can I try? Then they put wow, my red color, blue color. So this is what they are doing. So what I'm trying to say here is that we need to go through a prior consultation. Learn how to put on properly, what are the do's and don'ts, how to remove. Don't just see swa lai. Okay, so that is bad, yeah? Okay? So we talk about a bit of LASIK today. Alright? Let me know if I've only got 5 minutes. I can talk until 5 p.m. Anyway. You all jaga, careful. Okay? Must jaga my timing. Okay, LASIK, is it good or bad? Right? So this is a very popular question. For me, I advocate LASIK. Why? Even though I sell glasses and contact lenses, I say LASIK is good. Okay, if let's say for example you're 25, right? Until you're 45. Why 45? 老花, right? Remember we need 老花, okay? So 25 to 45, 20 years of not having to wear glasses or contact lens is marvelous for active young men. It's very, very good if you want to go diving, you want to go play and everything. 20 years of not even economical sense, right? If you do LASIK now, they have some offers, 2008, 3008 or what. So it's still economically good compared to your glasses that you make for 20 years. So I actually do say that. But again, okay, if let's say if you are matured, okay, and then you want to go for LASIK, the doctor will do something called monovision. Monovision means they let you see one eye far, the other eye near. Okay, that's called monovision. Is that the best thing? No, you have to really evaluate for yourself. All right. So I wouldn't say that it's bad, but there are people who benefited from it. Okay, let's say you're 45, because you want to tackle the presbyopia problem. All right, and then you need to do the LASIK. Okay, 5-8 years later, there's still some digression. You still need to put on glasses at the end of the day. Yeah, so good or bad, I have to let you consider. But it's a good procedure for a young chap, like I said. If it's 25, 24, 20 years, excellent. Go for a pre-evaluation test because they have to look at what is your degree. They have to look at the cornea thickness to see whether they can actually do so much of LASIK off. If your degree is very high, they might need to consider and go for other schemes like tissue saving and all this kind of thing, epi-LASIK. So this is what it does. So from the cornea, when it's thicker, so they'll actually scan down. Okay, there are three styles, three types of LASIK procedure. Number one is PRK, this zoom down straight away. Number two is there's a flap. Number three is a smile. This is the latest. Another one that is excellent is ICL. They actually put an implant of a lens inside. But that is really expensive. It's about 13 to 15,000. If you look at these guys are about 3 to 4,000. This is a bit more expensive. So they put an ICL inside, then they can remove if the power changes. So that is pretty new. Yeah? So that's another way. So another good way is for myopia control is called Auto-K. This is something that we do. Right? So if you want, you can find out more from me. I won't touch on this. But basically you sleep with the hard lens. You sleep with the hard lens, and then when you wake up in the morning, you get good vision. Okay? There are only two methods. There are only two methods that is really excellent for myopia control. I'm talking about children, myopia control. I want to touch a bit about myopia today because myopia is going to be a real epidemic in maybe say year 2020 in Singapore. In Singapore. I need to bring focus to that because myopia is the one that can bring you a lot of risk factors when it comes to retina at the end stage. Why? Because remember we do the slides about the short-sightedness. So myopia literally means that your eyeball length is longer. You imagine just now, I remember they say it's too short, right? If you have myopia means your eyeball is longer. So with the same amount of tissue and retinal layer, it's actually more stretched. So when it's actually more stretched, all the retina, there are some problems that's coming. So as an optometrist, because we know visual systems, we know how our eyes work and everything, we need to step in to control myopia. If we don't control, if we can bring it down by a good 20% for every year, or even just say 10%, you know the power of compound, right? 10%, 10%, 10%. Across when the young boy is 7 to 16, how much power we can save when he's a grown-up. And how much lesser of the risk factors, okay, in terms of some of the eye problem that he's going to face when he's older or when he reaches about 55 or 60 years old. So these are the things that we're always looking out for. We always encourage people to go for myopia control, and there are only two methods that are effective. I'm talking about really effective, journalized and scientifically proven. That means it's all documented. One is the Auto-K. Another one is called Atropine. Atropine, you only can get it in the doctor. That means they do it one night, one drop. They control the muscles, and then it comes out with the inhibitors to control. Atropine drop and Auto-K. This is a big topic there, but I want to talk to you about myopia control, and you can find out more from me later on. Okay? So this is what it does. Auto-K, basically, it flattens the cornea just like LASIK. Alright, so that you get good vision when you wake up. So there are also a lot of times people come to ask me, hey Ken, what is polarized? I want to get polarized lenses. Okay, if you go to your Chatuchak or Thailand or Chichongkai, you buy $3.50 one, you don't tell me it's UV and polarized. I don't know. Okay, but all polarized lenses are UV. All polarized lenses are UV. If you go to an optical shop, most 99.5% of the sunglasses are all full UV protection. Okay, but not all UV are polarized. But so what does polarized do? If you are driving, if you are fishing, doing water sports, polarized cuts off the reflected light ray. Reflected, let's say for example, have you experienced those people who drive? If you look straight, then there's a sun that hits the windscreen of the other car, front or opposite, then you get so distracted. If you put on the polarized glasses, it's going to be helpful because it cuts off the reflected light ray. And if you are fishing, so if you go to the beach, romantic and everything, the sunset, and there's a lot of shimmer with the sun, the water surface, if you put on the polarized glasses, it's going to cut off this surface. The shimmering. So that's what polarized do. It cuts off the reflected thing. And they're all UV anyway. So whether it's polarized or not, it's really about activity, whether you drive. If not, I think a pair of regular sunglasses is going to be beneficial anyway. Okay? So prescription sunglasses are also very hip nowadays because some people don't like to wear contact lens too much. You can put on your aviators, your nice big sunglasses with a degree in. We can do that now. Last time we cannot. If you have 800 degree, 300 astig, if you want to put a degree lenses in, you can't because the tinted can't get in. Now we can do it. Okay, so this is so much for prescription. All right. So people, so remember I talked about presbyopia, 老花. If you're 40 years old, it's 100, and as you grow, if you're more matured, okay, 60 years old until you have 300 degrees. So the muscles actually lose the elasticity, yeah? And can we actually buy these guys off the shelf to read? The answer is yes, if you're just reading a WhatsApp message or you're just looking at the menu. Okay, if not, every time they have to hang, the char kway teow auntie, order, then they'll put on their nose there, right? Okay, so that's because they cannot see far. But if you're talking about reading papers for more than 20 minutes, if you want to buy these ones, you tend to get tired very easily because it's a one pair fit all. Okay, the prismatic power and the degree is just not right. Our eyes is never symmetrical, yeah. It's always right, left, different power. We have a little bit of astig. Our head big, head small. The focal point is different. So this is really just for a brief moment. If you want to read a paper, a quick one, WhatsApp message, but you want to use this for computer. 8 hours in office, please don't. I strongly advise not to, okay? You'll get even more tired. So that's why there's something called progressive. I don't want to touch so much on the products, okay? C5 and senior, everything is in. I am a progressive specialist. So if you need anything, please come to me. I'll be able to help you, and I'll touch a bit more about that. Office lenses is another thing. Office lens is very, very popular now. It's called occupational, depending on whether you want to do this or that. If you want to do some handicraft or is it just for computer, we can actually cater to your distance. Okay, no more when you're doing sales, you need to write something and then you need to look at your customers with the hanging glasses. Not nice, ma. Like Apma like that, Some people, they wear nice, then they have to hang over. Not very cool, right? Okay, so office lenses is one. So there's something called IZ also. Very popular now is the blue light protection. I see some of you guys are actually wearing those already, okay? So I want to share a little bit more, one more tip. Veronica, you got to stop me. I can go on forever, okay? Okay, let me just share with you about this. Okay, if you're using an iPhone, okay, there's this function when you scroll up, you bring this menu up. Okay, I don't use the mic for a while. Okay, if you're using iPhone, right? I'm not an iPhone ambassador. Okay, okay. When you scroll up this part, there's actually a button on the third, so it becomes more warm. Can you tell? Okay, the things become more. This is the original color. It's very bright and everything. Okay, let me just brighten up the whole side so everybody can see. Yeah. So if you press this button, it becomes more yellowish. It's a bit more warm. Whether you're using iPhone, thank you, Veronica. Whether you're using iPhone or Android, you got to download from your Play Store. Yeah, it's called Blue Light Control. Blue Light Control. So it will actually cut off the blue light from your phone. Now everybody is using phone. Even at night when we sleep, you watch a Korean drama, watch until you gong also, you still want to watch. Yeah, okay, that is happening. So especially nighttime, with my iPhone, if I'm using the latest software, okay, I actually set the timer to be from 7:30 to 7:30 p.m. to a.m. So once it reaches nighttime, okay, it will automatically switch to the night mode. We call it night mode in the iPhone. So it becomes more yellowish and more warm. It actually is better for your eyes. Okay? So if you're using Android, go and download this app called Blue Light Control. Alright, especially nighttime you can put it on. Daytime not really. Don't really need, because daytime is bright enough. But nighttime we are only dependent on the light source from the lid, right? From the back screen. Okay, don't sleep until like last time got the Descendants of the Sun. Everybody watch until until your handphone bakang also. Okay, so these are the things that's happening. So if you're using night, and also one thing, when you are using your, everybody is using phone at night Okay, I'm guilty of it. Whether is it for a while, you like to do that, right? But don't go and lie down on one side because you're so swan. Then you lie down on one side to see your phone because your hand tired, right? Because you need to switch hands. Then you lie down on one side to use your phone. Don't ever do that because you're only using one eye. It's going to strain your eye. We are guilty of just side slipping and then you still want to use your phone. This is bad enough, okay? But don't do that, lying down on the side to use your phone. Okay, that is extremely bad. Okay, I got one person, because my customer, She got yao sarong because she just gave birth, right, to a baby. So whole day, 3 months, she's been doing this. Okay, using the handphone here. So she did glasses with me 3 months before. Over 3 months, her one side astig went up by 125. Just because of this action every night for 2 hours just to yao the baby 睡觉. Yeah? So these are the things for the baby to sleep. So these are the things that is happening. So don't lie down on one side. Share these tips to everybody. Okay? So blue light control, if not for the handphone, you can always have a lens that helps you with it. So what do we really do? Okay? There's something called micro breaks that is really, really important. Okay, I'm not asking you to look outside the window for 20 minutes. Then Ali, hello. Then I need to go to Woodbridge already. Because you won't stare outside the window for 20 minutes. Right? It doesn't seem right. I'm talking about 20 seconds. Just a mere 20 seconds. It's called micro break. We call it 20-20-20. After 20 minutes of using computer, don't computer, then check handphone. Or Facebook, see who like my profile. Okay? So after 20 minutes of using computer or handphone, look outside the window for 20 minutes. Okay? Just 20 seconds. Sorry. 20 minutes of usage, 20 seconds of break. Even if you just have to walk around to the pantry and everything, that's fine. Just look far and relax. Okay? That's 20 seconds. That's very important. Okay? If you are doing this, also not very good, not very healthy if you have to go so close, right? Okay? Put an eye drop. Eye drop always use preservative-free. Preservative-free. Preservative-free means the one box inside got 25 vial. Those are the best. Okay? Not those IMO you cannot use every day. IMO. No good. Okay? Okay, this one is a blinking seal. Basically, you need to keep blinking. But don't blink until you're like monkey god like that. Keep blinking like that. Very funny also. Okay? What I'm trying to say here is, let's say, for example, if you are doing your working document, okay, you tend to be very focused. Right? You don't blink so much. Right? Well, finish your report at 5. Okay. You know? So you need to blink more. Okay? Use the 3M polarizing light or use reflected light ray. You know the 3M from Home Fix, those are the best because it's polarizing light. Okay? So this is a good retina. This is bad. If you have all the diabetes and all this kind of thing, you can actually see a lot of things from the retina, yeah? Okay? So I need to move on. If not, we'll be until 5 p.m. already. So this is your Huang Pan Ping, right? Age-related macular degeneration, right? Your Excel sheet, if you can check yourself, Excel sheet, it becomes more warped. You actually don't see very well. So what's a real examination? Today I'm very privileged to bring my equipment all the way from my practice. Okay, we are here to check your eyes as well. So we can check for all this here. Okay, the front of the eye, back of the eye, the pressure, we can do some assessment. So this is the one that checks the front part. We can check for cataract. You can check whether your eyes, the cornea, the tear film, the lids and everything, are they okay? We can look at the back part of the eye. This is where we can see whether you have diabetes, you have hypertensive retinopathy, we have glaucoma. We can all see from there. Every year, we must check our eyes. Don't wait until it's painful or red, because that means it's too late. So preventive, again, is the key to all healthcare and well-being. Okay? So I have this machine as well. It's right outside. I want you guys to come. So this is the anniversary discount. I actually give a very good discount because Veronica said, I must honor your customers. So I give you all good discounts as well. Do drop by. I don't want to talk too much about sales today. So these are the 3 main things that I've said. Okay. So what's an optometrist? All right. What's really in the eye examination? And what are some of the tips? I hope you guys enjoyed it. And this is the 8-page report that I'm going to give you guys if you purchase the eye mask. Okay, there's a therapeutic eye mask. Okay, this report that I generate is for my corporate clients as well, and also some of the patients and some of the customers who wants to bring this report to their overseas doctors or optometrists. Okay, so this 8-page report, I will put down all the things, the summary, the details, even a referral memo for your GP or even your other healthcare practitioner. All right, and then I'll talk about some of the retina and some of the problems that you have. I'll go through full medical history. And then end of the day, I really look into I have this attached for you, the retina picture, to tell you what are the things, and I'll give you a one-to-one consultation. All right? So Veronica has kindly sponsored this with, let's say if you were to buy the Energia eye mask, okay, this $78 report is free. Okay, if you buy the eye mask, the $78 report is free. I will prepare for you. I'll seal it up in the A4 paper. It's all going to be with your name and your IC number and everything. Okay, so can I take 2 questions? Okay, 2 questions, guys. I can go on for a long time, trust me. Okay, great question. Your name, sir? Mr. Chan. Okay, Mr. Chan asked me a wonderful question. Watching TV, should we on the light or off the light? The answer is on the light. Okay, if you off the light, basically our pupils will dilate. Handphone, the same thing. So when we off the light, our pupils will dilate. When you dilate, and then when you watch handphone is worse than TV because handphone is closer. Yeah. Handphone. Go blind. Okay, it's not true. Okay, what they talk about. Okay, they say. Okay, that's something that is really quite funny, but there is certain truth in it. Okay, so Mr. Chan mentioned that if you watch WhatsApp message or if you start using handphone at night before you sleep, become blind. So remember just now I talked to you about blue light. So the blue light can cause this ARMD. This AMD thing, remember? This one. So blue light can cause this AMD thing to happen. So if you want to prevent the AMD from happening, of course this one. Okay, using the function that I told you, the night mode or the blue light control, it will help. So you don't want blue light because what happens is that nighttime pupils dilate. If you use handphone, it's more light going into your eye. Okay, and then talking about TV and whether or not it's there's when you look at something near, the pupil will constrict. That's part of it. So actually you cause a lot of strain. Then blue light is also important to a certain extent because not because it's going to hurt you, but like it actually controls the circadian rhythm. Okay, these are the one that is going to tell you whether or not. That's why when you turn off the light, we are supposed to sleep already, because there's no more light. But if you use your handphone, the more you use, the more you awake you are, because it's still displaying blue light and it's going to affect your circadian rhythm of your body. So that's why the night mode will help you to sleep better, and of course with Veronica's products. Okay, please, yeah.
Looking at green things good for the eyes.
Okay, that's a very good question. Okay, looking at green things because of how our light spectrum, remember Roy G. Biff, our rainbow colors. Looking at the green thing helps your eyes to relax because it does help. So looking at green things does help. So if you're wearing a green t-shirt today, you're a very good target. Okay, okay. Why green? Why green? Because green is your trees, right? Trees means normally it's far away. Remember I said 20 seconds you have to look far. Don't look at anything. So number one is because it's further away. Normally a tree, you can't be near to a tree. So the green thing is really far. And number two, why green? Is because green with the white light spectrum, you know how light is dispersed into different colors? Green will let the focal point to rest on the relaxed side of the convergence. That means at the retina where it's more relaxed. So like looking at green, it really helps. Right, okay, maybe one more? Yes? Okay, excellent question. Okay, sorry about it. Yeah, the fine lady asked me between polarized and transition, which one would I recommend? So the answer is about the usage. A transition lens is going to be very convenient because when you move in transition anyway, when you're indoors is clear, and when you go outdoors it becomes dark automatically. So with the word automatic means it's more convenient. But with polarized, remember I said it's cut off the reflected and it's always there. In terms of the UV protection, they are same. UV protection, they're the same because both already got UV code and it's going to help you with your eyes. But it's depending on the usage. So if you're using transition, it's going to be convenient if you're moving in and outdoors. Using polarized, it's going to be convenient if you're driving. Because if you're driving, if you go for the transition, unless you're using the extra active, it won't change in a car. Or if not, it won't change as dark. So if you're in the airplane, in the driving and everything, if you're walking on the street, a polarized one will be great. Okay, if not transition, it's just for convenience. Okay, I need to pass on the mic already. Thank you so much. Thank you. My name is Ken again. Go for the eye check later on. I'll be there to see you. Thank you so much. Okay, all right. My shop, I got 4 shops, 2 at Tampines. The 827 one, wow, I think it says Jurong there. Sorry. Okay, Tampines, I got 2 shops. I got one at Bugis Junction, Bugis Cube, and another one at Potong Pasir. All right, my name card is there, so please. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you so much. Thank you.